Welcome, it's Empress Melissae. Happy Labor Day. This is the edition we're going to be doing today. Guys, I just wanted to look into the energies, especially because when I left the house this morning to go for my hike, I had a coyote cross me in front of the road from north to south. Very interesting. So, when you see these things, you definitely want to look into them further and see what is going on. So wolf can be like a trickster energy, definitely wanting to be aware of your surroundings and who is around you. The more interesting part of my particular outing this morning is while I was on my hike and I was actually on the trail. I took the paved path going up and then I took the trail coming back, and on the trail was a dead rabbit. All right, at first I only saw like a leg and I was like, oh wow. And I'm looking around. All of a sudden, I see the head. The head was totally dismembered, decapitated from the body, and all that was left was a hind quarter of the rabbit. So yeah, that's a little disturbing, especially when you put those two together, and it's kind of like, I'm curious what I need to be aware of today, okay? So anyway, we're going to get into these energies and see what is going on. 1, 2, 3. What's been going on out there for you? Just curious. Were you resonating with that message I did on Saturday Night Empress Live? All right, with it needing to protect yourself and be aware of someone who's close to you. All right, watch your ears. Take a nice slow deep breath and let it out when you're ready. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides, for setting a circle of protection and wisdom for this space. Give me the clarity and show me what I need to know as we call back our power and return evil eye to sender. Yes, whoever is potentially trying to throw energy or shade or negativity your way, definitely be aware of this today. Could be someone who thinks that they're better than you, wants to, kind of knock you down a peg or two. Pathfinder, interesting. And interesting that I was on a path 2, 3, 4. So it's like, again, I feel like this energy of someone potentially trying to block you, trying to perhaps keep your energy, stifled. So with the swan I just saw on the bottom, it's kind of like making you feel like you're ugly or you're not, ready or prepared to move into this new place, this new state of being. Lynx and the keeper of secrets. There's definitely something coming up here today with this secrets energy, something hidden, somebody watching, lurking in the background perhaps, that may not even be immediately in your surroundings, but could be somebody, night energy, nocturnal, someone night, an owl, that is keeping an eye on you. There's a secret that they're keeping. Maybe no one else even knows that perhaps they're watching you or something of this nature. Okay, so I get this energy of heron and patience and ram and perseverance. So I feel like whatever challenges have been presented to you, you're staying the course. You're staying patient, persevering, moving forward, taking those challenges head on, all right? Going back in to that place of, meditation, regrouping, recentering. Maybe you're learning a lot more about these particular types of exercises, in fact, because when you can re-regulate your mental, emotional state, right, and you can come back to that place of peacefulness and stillness so that you can get the next direction, keep moving forward, regroup and recharge your energy, if you will, so that you can persevere and keep moving forward, all right? Because I do feel like maybe perhaps there have been feeling like there's a lot of challenges in your way. Could be burning the midnight oil with that night owl card, trying to find those secrets, those little bits of information, 444, that's going to make the difference and move you forward here. So Heron and Patience says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. patience will bring you reward. So again, continue. I know it may be hard at this time, but continue to be patient, all right, as you're moving forward, especially if you have seen, you know, positive movement, but, you know, perhaps you're just not seeing things play out completely the way that you have wanted them to. So maybe it's taking a lot for you to be patient, you know, to stay still at times and wait for the next opportunity, you know, or the next intuitive hit of direction moving forward. It's like you don't want to charge with this ram and perseverance energy. It's like it's a long game, right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon in a sense. And so every part of this journey counts. Every part that you go through in your life counts towards the next. I mean, I can think of different aspects of, like, when I was, you know, learning different things in surgery at one point, and I'm like, I'll never, you know, really use this. I'm not doing this kind of surgery, whatever, that kind of thing. Or even something that may not have been related at all to what I'm doing currently in my life, but I find that later it ends up being something that's helpful for me down the road. How many of you have experienced that and you're like, I'm glad I learned that when I did, because now that's definitely coming in handy, right? So Ram and Perseverance says, you have many gifts, no problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. All right, so do not give up. The course is what I'm hearing. Stay strong in what you know is coming towards you as well. So do not give up. All right, again, you may be even waking up a lot at night. I was hearing with that owl energy. And this is good time to perhaps take that time to go into meditation if you're being awoken out of your sleep, and specifically if it's in relation to whatever this is that you are working so hard at, or you're putting so much time and effort into. All right, keep it a secret though, is what I'm hearing, because that is where, you know, if you will, it's kind of like the less people that know, especially when you're in the formative and building states of something, the better. All right, so really be aware of who you're sharing things with at this time, especially if you're thinking about making a big move or moving a job. It doesn't matter, you know, something that's going to make your life so much better. So this is going to be very important for you to, you know, keep it under wraps right now is all I can say. Tell as few people as possible, only those ones that you know that you can truly trust. All right, so Ram, as well as our Heron energy, is coming out here today. Let me know if any of those are coming across your path, or you see a picture of any of them. In any case, you've seen them here today, so they are relative. See how these messages may apply in your life. And thank you so much for hitting the like button, subscribe, and bell notification. Leave a message below to let me know how this may be resonating. Also, share this with a friend who may be able to use it, guys, and help them to be able to get some answers that they may need today. If you need a personal reading, all of that is in the description box. All right, guys, we can have your reading to you within 24 to 48 hours if need be. Let's see what's going on. We're going to get a crystal mandala message card and see what the affirmation is coming out here today. Storm wisdom. So it's like learning from all of the challenges, all of the setbacks, you know. If we can use these as learning opportunities, I mean, because that's what successful people do, right? They don't get discouraged, or they don't let, you know, challenges take them out of the game. They learn from them. They understand what their meaning is, you know, their relevance and what has happened. You know, just like I was saying, how you can learn something. It may not seem like it's relevant at the time, but later on down the road, and you see how that applies, right? So that's what I feel this is all about. All the challenges that you've been through in your life, it's like, what the hell was this all about, you know? And you could be asking yourself that now. But sometimes in the moment, and even for a little while, until that thing comes up again, if you will, you're not going to understand the true depth of what has happened and the wisdom that you have actually gained from it, but you will see it as you get further down the road, is what I feel. So let's read Storm Wisdom. This is Angel Raziel and Pietersite, which I'm not sure if I have any of that crystal. Let's see what's on the bottom. Ooh, Divine Rebel, Master Kuan Yin, and Pearl. And definitely Kuan Yin, you know, that Pearl of Wisdom. Once again, how can we learn from these challenges? How can we allow them to help us to grow and, you know, rise to a higher occasion, if you will, with this individuality card and Labradorite, all right? And this is Angel Ahael. All right, so Kuan Yin, if you know anything about her story, she definitely went through the thick of it, you know, seeing her parents killed, and, you know, she grew up in a great environment, but then, you know, tragedy struck and she lost her family and more or less, you know, was on her own for quite a while. And it's almost like being a little bit of a wild, you know, animal inside when you have these emotions that you've never been able to address. You know, you didn't know what to do with them. You know, all you knew is that they were causing you all of this distress. But now it's time to learn from all of these difficulties that we've been through, right? Really look at them. Look at the stillness of the water, and really look at how far you've come, is what I would say at this time with all of this energy coming through here. Allow it to help you to persevere and push through, knowing what you have come through and seeing what you have accomplished, right? And then just imagining what you can accomplish as a result of continuing to move forward and staying strong. All right, number 12, coming to a 3, is all about spirit. It's that masculine, feminine, connecting with the energy of God. And that is what's going to empower you to get through these storms, because, you know, as it says in the footsteps, you know, it's like you were never walking alone. I was always with you. And Spirit is, in fact, always with you, trying to help you to learn from these storms, you know, gain the wisdom so you can move forward and be victorious and reach your mountaintop. We bring you the gift of Storm Wisdom. This is a fierce cleansing nature of divine compassion made manifest in the world. Storm Wisdom thrills the spirit, for it understands that so much benefit and liberation will come from the process. Yet the mind may quake at the prospect of such little control over how your life events are unfolding for a time. And I did say that there could have been a lot of challenges, or there still could be, you know, but it's saying that just know that you're learning through each storm that you go through, 1313, and that's what's going to help you to persevere and get to where you want to go, all right? What is happening during an experience of Storm Wisdom is that anything that has become stagnant or obstructing to your spiritual path will be uprooted. You may find that divine storm of transformation powering through your life creates a feeling of upheaval, creative chaos, uncertainty, and excitement. So all at the same time, you may be feeling all these different emotions, like, what the fuck? And yes, you know, I'm happy that, you know, this was challenging, but I got through it. It's like you keep going through different stages, perhaps, where it feels like you're moving forward, you're not. You know, it's just, again, all of this upheaval, but this actually is what is moving you through and getting you to where you want to go, freeing all those blockages on your path. You may feel simultaneously liberated and exhilarated while also wondering if everything is going to be okay. You must remember that you will only be asked to give up something in order to receive that which is far more beautiful and supportive of your sacred life journey. You must also remember that the cleansing power of the storm will revitalize you, bring you fresh energy and perspective to take forward in the journey, and is a divine blessing which will only bring good into your life. Time to learn to dance in the rain, right? That's the kind of energy that I'm really feeling here. Is how can we, still stay within our positive flow and good state, and have fun with the experience in spite of how unexpected and perhaps 15 challenging it may seem, because it's like we weren't quite expecting this to happen right now, but it's like instead of getting upset, you're being asked to really just stop, be patient, right? And try to understand what is going on at this time. Take a look at the situation and understand how it is supporting you and moving forward, so that you're not always feeling like things are an uphill battle, is what I heard. It's all about perspective, right? Because if you need to go through what you need to go through, and with everything, there's a certain formula to allow things to happen. Well, we can't shortcut the process, but how can we circumvent all the negative aspects from affecting us in those, detrimental ways or those chaotic ways? How can we be more in control of ourselves in spite of what is going on around us, right? Here is the affirmation for this beautiful card. I love this reading. I dwell in the peaceful center of the eye of the storm. As divine wisdom rushes through my life with fierce cleansing compassion, liberating me into my most loving, joyful life journey. Beautiful. Yeah, what about that? If you can learn to dance in the rain, if you can learn to have control over those storms in your life, or the effect that those storms have in your life, wow, is that not so powerful, right? So let us get into some tarot and see what is going on here today. Definitely some towers coming down, but guess what? It simultaneously, just like it says, just as things come down, it's like that movement is automatically allowing you to be able to move forward. It is God with the Chariot energy that is assisting these things happening at this time, and it could be around the home where things are not moving forward, or maybe this is not the person that you need to be with. That could be the situation that we're looking at today with that Four of Wands. Usually that indicates the 1111 energy. You've already been putting up your boundaries with someone, or maybe because it's time to go. You don't need to be there any longer. All right. How many of you are resonating with that message today in some way? Let me know below and hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. What is going on with that? Maybe it's Page of Wands, that you actually are going to move in the right direction, and all of this abundance is opening up for you. You don't want too many cooks in the kitchen, and maybe that's what the problem was here, and people not on the same page. Maybe you were understanding that the formula that you were working with wasn't the one that was bringing you the abundance that you really wanted to see in your life. But hey, Spirit with that Ace of Coins is definitely going to make sure and take care of you. As long as you do what is right, Spirit always comes through. I mean, I can never say how it happens, but it does. Oh yeah, there's that Devil energy. And Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wants to keep you chained and bound. This is some kind of toxic energy that could be all around money. This could be the reason why you're in a situation that you are, whether it be a job or whether it be a relationship. But this is you, all right? Free within yourself, but at the same time, perhaps feeling chained and bound to whatever situation that you may be in. And this could be, again, money could be a big factor as to why you're staying in a current situation or dealing with certain things that are only causing you all of these burdens, when all the time all you're doing is dreaming of this life that you know that you're meant for, all right? But it's like sometimes we have to learn our lessons about, what is that one? It's a Fleetwood Mac song. It's basically where she marries somebody rich, but then, yeah, she's got all the luxuries and things of that nature, but she can never do what she wants to. She's really not loved by this person. Is that really worth? It's like, every form of refuge has its price. That was the Eagles, no, it's the Eagles, not Fleetwood Mac, song. I guess every form of refuge has its price. Yeah, so it does, right? Now we're trying to figure out a new plan, is what it looks like here. All right, because we've seen where all of these burdens have been stemming from, and it's caused you to be in this unhealed state. All right, toxic energy that has kept you from really doing the healing work that is necessary. It's caused you to more or less be disempowered by continuing to deal with this situation that you know is ultimately only holding you back, even though on the outside everything may look outwardly to other people like it's good, and you may be putting on that brave face to, because you have no choice, more or less. 10 of coins in reverse, look at that. But Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you lose, even if it is this generational wealth energy that you may have because you're in a particular, relationship, commitment, but it's like, again, you're chained and bound, to whatever this is. And this is not chained and bound. This is what it looks like when you got spirit working with you and putting everything in place. When we, when we put other people or other things above our connection with spirit and understanding that we literally can have whatever it is that we need or want, we don't need to be bound by anything external to us. When we really realize that, that is truly what's going to bring all of these towers down, and we will be more than happy to assist with it, okay? No judgment. No judgment on you, no judgment on them. It's just that you know what's best for you, all right? And being in this energy is not. Being out of your connection with spirit, all right? Being disempowered. This is time for you to take your power back and to live your best life, is what I heard Spirit say. But are you ready to break the chains, whatever this toxic energy may be for you, all right? It could, again, be tied around money. Whatever it is, it's definitely burdensome. You might have money in the bank, is what I heard, but what is that when you are not happy, when you're constantly, thinking about all of these challenges that you're dealing with in a situation that's not fair and balanced? Maybe you're the one that's being kept at home and has to take care of all the chores or something of that nature. And maybe the threat is, well, if you leave, you're not going to have anything. And this could be a child and parent dynamic, as well as a, anybody that could have that kind of influence or power over you, is what I heard from a money perspective. Now, typically what it seems to look like with the Four of Wands is, a husband and wife dynamic. But however this is playing out for you, it's time for you to take back your own power. So I do feel like you're looking into ways that you may be able to venture out on your own with that Page of Wands energy. Again, he is cooking up a plan in the kitchen here, as you can see, and Spirit is giving him the ingredients so that he can get, with those Four of Wands behind him, right? He can get his own stability in place. You can get your own stability in place. All it is about figuring out the right formula. Because you, my dear, perhaps with that North Star, with the star energy, perhaps that's what that coyote energy was that I was seeing this morning. You could have a coyote, someone, a trickster, somebody that you may not even expect or suspect is trying to more or less keep you chained and bound. And, by the time you realize what's going on, perhaps, you won't be able to get yourself unstuck so easily. Talk to the Hamsa, talk to the hand. That may be what you're telling somebody today. Maybe you are done with this situation and you've let somebody go and you're saying, talk to the Hamsa, because I'm done listening, all right? You're done listening to whatever this person has to say, their lies, their gaslighting, whatever the case may be, because whatever this is most definitely very toxic. And it's definitely something that's keeping you bound to a particular situation, and absolutely could be around money, all right? And this definitely looks unfair as far as the compensation for whatever it is that, you know, the work that you're doing or the effort that you're putting in. Take a deep breath and let your fucks go. Who needs to give one when you release them all? Why not? When you can release them all, who has to give a fuck about anything? Just say, hey, talk to the hand, talk to the Hamsa, all right? Because I'm too busy over here trying to get my shit figured out, because I don't have any time to deal with all of these burdens any longer. So be it if I gotta lose out. It's much better than having to live this kind of life, where even if you do have money, you know, I don't feel like this person is really going to be fair with you. You know, it's just a way to keep you chained and bound until you're ready to take the reins yourself. But I feel like I'm talking to someone who is. All right, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now, if you have a question you would like an answer to, I'm about to flip my divination coin, and we're going to get an answer, okay? So, let's do it, shall we? In 3, 2, and 1. And the answer we're getting, my beauties, is a yes. So maybe it is time to leave this situation. Maybe it is time to take the bull by the horns. Persevere and get through this situation. Be patient. You're going to know when it's the right time to move. And because you have been ready, it is going to be effortless to get up that hill and to reach your mountaintop. You are the goat, my dear. All right, guys, have a beautiful day ahead. I'll see you again soon for another reading. Blessings and bye for now.